Hi everyone, it's Den here. Welcome to the School of Light, and I suppose we can probably call this the very first episode of Smith Creates Stuff in the new series. And we're in the workshop, and I thought it would be an absolute hoot to show you this crazy project I'm working on. Now, this is the first shoot I've done in the studio since I've reclaimed it. But this is going to be a real fun one. Now, what it is I've got a great friend, Jason, who's got an event coming up called Sneaky Things. And Sneaky Things is basically a sneaker event. I'm not a big sneakerhead, he is, so I've got a bunch of his shoes here. And we're going to be doing a light painting booth at the event. So what I'm doing in the studio here is doing some test shots. But I thought it would be really neat just to show you around the studio while I'm working, and you can see the stuff that I'm using. Basically, so we're doing the work down at that end of the studio in the seamless, but here are some sneakers. Now we've got some pretty specky sneakers here, but I just asked him for a bit of a variety of color and texture, but there are some very special little Jordans there. Now if you're a sneakerhead, you know what they are. So basically what I'm doing is the idea is to have the sneakers seemingly suspended in air, right? And the idea with all the light painting that I do is that we don't want to be doing, we want to get it all in camera. So I have a stand here the sneakers go on. All right, there's the sneakers. So I can watch that as I'm working, so I don't have to go back over to the camera. Why are there two cameras? Well, this is my video and stills camera. So what I'm doing is I'm going to be creating some kind of blendy sort of videos. So I swap between video and stills on this one while I'm shooting them. And then this one here is just stills. In my pocket, I have a remote here. So when I'm over here, I trigger the remote and start the light painting. And then what I have is I have a little stand over here, and on the stand is a selection of things. So I have a little scanner. So this is a medium-sized scanner that we use for, obviously when the light's off, it's a bit easier to see. So we have a medium-sized scanner. And then I have a little, hello, I'm a little baby scanner. Yeah, this is a lot of fun for doing bits and pieces, but I've got a little baby scanner there. And then we're doing some light painting around the shoes, blue and red, and you may or may not be able to see this. That's kind of a blue and red color there, and you'll see some stuff on the screen now. So I'm kind of matching the blades to the shoes, and then what I'm doing is I got my stills camera here, and every now and then I'm grabbing some stills, and they pop up in Lightroom, and I can have a fiddle and a play here, and yeah, that's that. And then what I do is over here I have a little bench where I set up my blades, colors, got some light painting brushes stuff here and bits and pieces. Got the slider here. I'm making some video. So we'll call this my sneaker setup. And at the event, I'm going to have a light painting booth. We're going to do light painting portraits with their sneakers and bits and pieces. And if they don't want to have a portrait, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the sneakers up on a plinth, kind of like over there, and we'll do light painting around them. I think sneakers are a little bit like children. I think people who have and love their sneakers kind of want to have pretty pictures of them. So there you go. I'm probably going to cut away now to some shots of me light painting the shoes, doing some scanning and bits and bobs. So look, here's the process. I have the trigger in my hand. I am going to open the shutter, open, and scanning. So we've lit the shoe. Let's do a bit of blading. Yeah. And let's have a look at that. Oh Lord, that is beautiful. Now that is a win. Yes. Alrighty, let's go for another pair. I tell you what, we may as well, I reckon, let's have some fun, hey? Green and yellow. Oh my Lord, look at these things, that's hilarious. Now what I might do is I might actually shoot some stills first. So that's why I have this light here, is for shooting stills. I'm going to just move this light ever so slightly. Nice. And because this is such a cool little fuzzer, I might get a bit of a macro shot here. I like this light from above. It's very cool. All right, so I've got a few stills. So I'll tell you what, come with me. Because this sneaker is green and yellow, now it's interesting actually, come back with me again. I've got a bit of a yellow there, got a bit of a yellow one. It's a bit of a muted green. It's not a very bright green, so there's no point getting a bright green like that, or too dark a green like that. A couple of yellows and a couple of greens there. Green. And some yellow, and you can see this one is frosted and this one is not, but it's sanded edge. Looks pretty good to me. Alright, let's go. Alright, let's do a bit of a test shot. Here we go. Open. Amazing. Oh, damn. That's so good. So let's go for a live shot. Here we go. And open. Scan. Scan. Bit of blade action. Very cool, actually. Alrighty, so there's a bit of a tour of the studio, making sneaky things, sneaky portraits, sneaky light painting. I'm having an absolute blast. Thanks for coming by the studio. Peace.